Man. August has been a hell of a month for Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's not even halfway over yet. Holy shit. Tempest Trials is out now. Like, fuck. Shit's coming out like every other day, it seems. And I'm sure, like, next week, Monday, Tuesday, we're getting some more shit, right? Fuck, I need to look at that calendar. There's so much shit. There's just so much. It's everywhere. It's all over the walls. It's all over the ceiling. Ooh. Oh, I see why people are talking about the Sacred Seal now. Attack priority. Okay, so that's talking about stuff like Vantage and Brash Assault? Maybe not Brash Assault. Definitely Vantage and Desperation. Stuff that changes the way attacks are dealt. Brash Assault just adds an attack, essentially. It adds a follow-up. Anyway, what I want to tell you guys is how to cheese Tempest Trials. As you can see between the two levels there, clearly the top lunatic mode is the best one to get most of your medals. But what if you don't have enough time to commit to the grind and get these medals? Like, you have all of maybe half a minute to do a couple things and put your phone away, get back to work, something like that. Go ahead and go to that highest hard mode. And I got this tip from a commenter on my last Tempest Trials video. You go to that hard mode, pick your favorite team, whatever. I went with Horse Emblem with Berkut, because even with the buffs, Berkut fucking sucks. So I have to also help him out with Horse Emblem. So what you do is you jump into hard difficulty, and as you could see as I was switching back and forth, hard and the lower lunatic are nearly identical in rewards. And I've actually tried this particular method on both difficulties, and I only got like 20 extra medals out of the lunatic one, but I also had to pay attention to the last map. However, if you use this method and you go on hard mode, you can just auto the entire thing. Just the whole thing. Just auto it. Just hit the button, hit auto, turn on continuous auto, which is fantastic, by the way. And you just let the game play itself. No grind for you. Just free medals. And as you can see, this gameplay, I've just letting it go the whole time. I'm just watching it. I'm sitting there eating a bowl of noodles, and I'm watching, you know, the game win itself. Sometimes Titania likes to run off by herself and just commit suicide. Hey, look, Ryoma! Hi, Ryoma! She's done that from time to time, but usually this team can just win the final battle, missing a unit or two. It's pretty sweet. I mean, to be fair, it's only hard mode, and the enemies aren't like level 40 or whatever. So, yeah, here we are. We actually made it with the full team. I'd say about 85% of the time, whatever team I use in here makes it to the final map and beats it. So I don't even have to pick up the phone and hit any more buttons. I can just spend the stamina and then, you know, go about my day and come back to it later and maybe cheese a little bit more. Like, every iteration of Tempest Trials keeps getting easier and easier. In fact, right there, I let it go so long that my phone just went into sleep mode. It just locked and it stopped the recording. So I had to start it up again, which is why you kind of missed a little bit of stuff there. So, got a bunch of medals. I haven't even had to do any stamina things yet. I would say... Yeah, thanks for the feathers. I would say definitely do the hardest lunatic using those bonus multiplier, bonus points or whatever. And then from there you can cheese the rest. Because every, like, I think it's very funny that they keep making it easier. So, here's the thing I've been wanting to try, actually. I'm going to feed Julia a pineapple and see if I can get this build that I've been thinking about to work. Yeah, we'll just give her threatened speed. Fuck it. Bye-bye, Long Q. I've been saving you, but here it goes. I've used her so much that I have absolutely no shortage of SP to dedicate to this little whatever. And I kind of wish I could give Takami's close counter to Faye, because she's got the bulk to utilize close counter. The problem is her fucking bow. Like, the two bow users that are completely and utterly incapable or incompatible in any way is, like, Takami and Faye. Because you can't give Takami the fucking fire sweep bow because he's got close counter, and you can't fucking give close counter to Faye because she's got the fire sweep bow. So, I mean, I could probably give the fire sweep bow to Takami, but then, I don't know. Alright, well, let's take this shit for a spin. Well, actually, hold on, before we do that, I almost forgot. If you guys missed my live stream, I did one hell of a pull, which is where that extra Takami came from. So I got that Ike you've already seen for free. From my free pull, I got that Ike, and then I got a second Ike during the live stream, and then I pulled a Ninian, and then a Jenny, and then a Takami. 2 Ikes, Ninian, Takami, Jenny. Although my Jenny's attack bane, so we're gonna have to see about that. I might have to give Jenny to Lucius or something. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these Ikes, other than throw them on a team together for the lulz. I'm thinking I might save the Ikes until CYL, and then throw another Ike on the team. But yeah, let's take this Julia out for a spin. I'm really curious on if and how it'll work. Because I'm suddenly starting to get buyer's remorse. I'm feeling like it's not a good idea because of her speed. But it seems like I'm not going to get much of a chance to use her here. Because her speed is pretty fucking poopy. And I feel like that was the entire reason she was doing very well on my team in the first place. Was because of the speed afforded to her by Life and Death. I generally didn't let her take hits anyway, because she's not exactly the tankiest character in the game. So you wouldn't exactly let her take physical hits in the first place. I don't know. Because it seems like most things you wouldn't want to hit her in the first place would also crumble pretty quickly to a hard magic attack, which she's got some stupidly high attack.
Of course. All right.
But most of the time I never double things anyway, but I think what I never realized is that she wasn't getting doubled. I don't know.
Let's go.
Well, we'll have to see once I start playing on a different map.
What?
I don't know. I feel like close counter would have been better on Julia than any of my other characters because I really don't know what I would do with it. There's other A passive abilities that usually work out better. So it seems like, as opposed to distant counter, close counter is more niche. Like, distant counter is the one you want to put on everybody and everyone, but close counter, not necessarily. You know? Maybe I'll throw... Okay, here's a test. So that Robin will double. He shouldn't do any damage. We'll just bait him out here and see what happens.
Of course.
32 resistance is pretty high. Okay, no damage. Cool. Awesome. Get wrecked. Okay, so now that I've taken life and death off, so that's 55, 17 defense. Okay, we're gonna put this to the ultimate test. We're gonna see if Julia can tank this hit and then dish one back out. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Wow, look at that. She can actually do it. Look at that. Okay. That Naga, her tome, Naga, has the ability to give her +2 defense and resistance when under attack. So I guess technically she had like 19 defense right there. Like 34 resistance.
What?
That's pretty handy. Okay, Faye, it's time to fucking die now. Jeez, look at those stats. God damn. Takes like 3 fucking people to gang up on a little kid and just kill her. Never mind. That's how the last dragon went extinct. She, in her game, she's the last dragon, right? I don't quite remember. I feel like the team needs a little bit of change now that I'm using this different Julia build. I'm really feeling the fact that she's missing her speed, and I can essentially give that back to her if I back her up with Hinoka. Uh-oh, okay. You know... Yeah, I don't think Julia could 1v1 that Nino. Even with her boosted resistance now. I don't think she would be able to take it. Oh, man. There's only like a couple of units that worry me when I go into arena. The only ones that actually worry me are Hector, Reinhardt, Olwen, Nino. I don't think there's any red units that ever worry me. Because red units are super popular and they're extremely prevalent. So it's not like you're not going to bring some sort of blue unit to deal with any sort of red units that exist.
Sure.
Alright.
Usually try to cover your bases with your arena team because they purposely don't show you who you're going to fight. Okay, this is... I am definitely going to lose a unit here because I can't afford to give up any more ground. I guess we're going to see if Julia could tank or 1v1 a Nino. Chances are she's not going to. Because I feel like that Nino's going to go after Julia, not Ike. Yep, here we go. Yep, too fast. Julia doesn't have enough speed to really compete with that. I feel like if I get a Sonya at any point, I'll probably instantly replace my Julia. But I guess until then, this is what I'm going to use. Hinoka needs some SP. We'll just go with that one. Yeah, so all the events that they've been just dumping out, just completely dumping into the month of August. It's absolutely crazy the amount of content they're throwing out. Because prior to this, it always felt like there's a nice gap between all the events and things to do and stuff releasing. Like, a couple days to a week. But now it's like every other day. It's like, holy shit, this is coming out. Oh, Hero Fest is here. Oh, Tempest Trials. Oh, Bound Hero Battle. Oh, Legion's fucking coming back. Oh, God. God damn. Jeez. Okay, I guess I didn't want to do anything else anyway. I guess I'll play. I guess. So hopefully the tips that I gave you about Tempest Trials helped you out. I kind of feel like they already planned on dumping all this stuff out in August, and then they were like, hey, you know what, guys? We should just slap a sticker on it and say we're doing this because we're celebrating a 6-month anniversary. Because let's be honest, who the hell celebrates a 6-month anniversary? Somebody with commitment issues, that's who. Okay, guys. This has been a bit of a long video, a lot of gameplay. Kind of changed the tempo a little bit. But, yeah. We'll see you next time. And we'll see if I continue using this close counter bullshit. So I don't know, I'm not really feeling it anymore, and that kind of makes me sad. Because I killed a perfectly good pineapple for it.